My dear students, I welcome you all to my educational channel, the name of which is Priyanka Dotto. Here you will find video presentation on English language and literature of school level, college level and competitive examinations. Today's assignment is video presentation number 2 on the poem The Road Not Taken. It is written by Robert Frost. The topics to be covered in today's presentation are discussion of stanza 1 and 2 of the concerned poem, word notes of stanza 1 and 2 of the concerned poem, and paraphrase of stanza 1 and 2 of the concerned poem. Now we shall move to the discussion of stanza 1. The poem begins in this manner: two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So the poet speaks of a forest. It is yellow. The forest is yellow because it is covered with yellow leaves. The leaves become yellow in autumn. They fall from the trees and cover the ground. It is in such a forest that the poet comes across a fork where the forest becomes divided into two roads. The second line says, "And sorry, I could not travel both." The poet wanted to make a journey in both the roads, and as he could not do so, he became sorry. And be one traveler, long I stood. The poet was the only person present in the forest, so he stood for a long time before taking the decision of selecting the road on which he should travel. As there was no one, he wanted to find out the direction of the first road. That's why he says, "and looked down one as far as I could." Here the word one refers to the first road. The poet looks downwards where the first road is likely to take him, but he could not find out because the poet found that it bent in the undergrowth. The word undergrowth means bushes. As the road changed its direction and lost its identity in the bushes, the poet could not find out where the first road would take him to. From our understanding of stanza 1, we shall note down a few word notes. The first word is roads. It means paths, P-A-T-H-S. It is basically made of soil. It may have grass covering, it may not have grass covering. The second word is diverged. The word means proceeded in different directions. The third word, very important one, it is yellow. The word yellow here means covered with yellow leaves. I have explained when do the leaves of trees become yellow. The word one here refers to the first road. Similarly, the word it here refers to the first road. There is another word note. The word is bent. It means changed direction. And the final word which you should take down from the first stanza is undergrowth. The word undergrowth means bushes and plants. Now you must take down the paraphrase of the first stanza of the poem, because this paraphrase will help you to answer the short questions in a very easy way. Paraphrase is necessary because poetry employs a kind of language which is different from the language of everyday use. However, let us look at the paraphrase of the first stanza. Write down or you may follow it. It was autumn. The forest was covered with yellow leaves. While making a journey in this forest, the poet came to a spot where the forest became divided into two roads. It was not possible for him to walk on both the roads. There was no one nearby, so the poet took time to decide as to which road to choose and which road not to choose. In this time, he tried to see the place where the first road bent down in the bushes, but he could not find out the entire direction of the first road. Now, let us move to the second stanza of the poem. Then took the other. The poet could not find out where the first road would take him to. So, he took the second road. But the reason for which he took the second road is yet to be said by the poet. The second road is qualified as fair, means beautiful. It is as beautiful as the first road rather, and having perhaps the better claim. The poet is not certain, but he feels that the second road appealed to him the more, because it was grassy and wanted wear. The second road, as the poet tells here, was covered with grass, and there were signs that it was less used for the purpose of traveling than that of the first road. There is a very interesting point here. If both the roads remain covered with leaves, how could the poet tell that the second road was grassy and it was less travelled by than that of the first road? So, there are several points in which the poet takes recourse to contradiction. We shall learn about those things when we shall move towards the short questions and broad questions. Now, let us look at the fourth line of this stanza. Though as for that passing there had owned them really the same. The poet felt that if the second road was used as many times as the first road, it would have got the same kind of decayed appearance as that of the first road. So, we shall move to the word notes from the second stanza. The other here stands for the second road. The word fair, as I have already told you, means beautiful or good looking. The word claim here means attraction. Basically, in banking transactions, we use the word claim, but here the word claim means something else. There is another word. The word is wanted. The word wanted here means lacked, L-A-C-K-E-D, means had the absence of something. It is to be kept in mind that the word wanted means different things in different contexts. So, this word meaning has to be kept in mind before going through the second stanza of the poem. There is another word. The word is wear. Wear means decay. Basically, we use the phrase wear and tear to suggest decay, but here the poet uses the word wear to mean decay. The final word is worn. It means decayed. Here the word decayed carries the sense of having the absence of outward gloss or outward glamour. Now we shall look at the paraphrase of the second stanza. You may take it down in your copy, or you may look at it and keep it in your memory as well. The poet then started to make a journey on the second road. This road was as beautiful as the first road. The poet felt that this road appealed to him the more because it was covered with grass and did not have signs of decay, which is caused by using it or traveling on it. The poet, however, felt that if people had traveled on the second road the same number of times as on the first road, the second road would have assumed the same amount of decay. There would have been no difference in appearance. So, this is all about the second stanza of the poem. Before we conclude, I would like to tell you that subscribe my channel, share my video presentation to your friends who would be benefited from it. Obviously, comment your opinion and put forward your queries so that your learning from this presentation becomes complete and concrete. I thank you all once again, and I would like to announce that I would see you again in my next video presentation, which will be on stanza 3 and 4 of the same poem, that is The Road Not Taken. It is by Robert Frost. Thank you.